I feel like the market knows that you can't pick and choose a stock. Like I have a portfolio of individual stocks that I like. I buy Sonos because I love Sonos speakers. And if I'm going to have them in my house, I want to own part of the company. But it's like, don't we know you can't time the market? Don't we know you can't pick and choose?
I don't think everyone knows that, and everybody's in a race to beat the S&P, and it's so hard to do.
Yeah. And it's even harder to do twice. And it's impossible to do 3 times unless you're like a handful of people throughout history and maybe they got lucky.
Yeah, I mean, people love picking their own stocks. They love the autonomy of it. I hope that Sonos does well for you personally. I'm more of a Bose guy myself. I do wish that Sonos would improve their app experience. I think that was one thing that
Brother, don't get me started on the Sonos app crash a couple years ago. I almost threw them all away, man. Never more frustrating. But does Bose, okay, quick tangent. And if you guys don't know what we're talking about, Google Sonos and we'll see if Bose is worth looking into after this conversation. Do they have Wi-Fi connectivity around your house? Do they have individual speakers that you can place in separate rooms and move around and adjust as you need?
I don't know. I haven't looked into it that far. I will say that Bose has great connectivity where you can have multiple speakers connected to one another. So you can play the same song on one Bose speaker as you are from another one, which is
Yeah.
pretty nice.
It's it's so nice. To me, that's what makes Sonos special is you can have different music playing in different rooms, all the music playing in one room. You can have it outside, inside, mix and match. The app debacle was crazy. The user experience, the UX took a deep dive, and it was a great time to buy
Yeah.
because wow,
Such
that was
such
tough.
an easy thing to solve too. I can't believe that they wouldn't invest in that.
But they're back. In my opinion, they're back. It was bad for a couple months. Well, okay, it was bad for almost a year, but they're back now. I'm
That's good.
happy I held on to them and didn't throw away my system.
Diamond hands.
Um, so personal finance. I'm talking to my buddy Colin Stroud the other day. He's got a nice following on Substack about personal finance. Tommy, do you have any thoughts, opinions on debt?
I'm a fan of debt. I think that leverage can obviously be helpful. Debt can also be extremely detrimental if you mismanage it. I think it's all about managing risk and how much debt you take on to, for example, buy something through margin. You want to make sure that the underlying asset that you're buying is going to be able to cover your debt and your interest. And so I'm a fan of it. Uh, I've been involved in real estate in the past where I've taken on a ton of debt to buy an asset, aka a rental property, and I got out of that game. I realized that real estate was also not for me. You got to buy a great asset in order to make money, and those assets are hard to find. So I prefer to use debt in the margin game and stocks where you can buy an asset like the S&P 500, for example, and leverage your debt that way.